So, in my last video, I talked about the red room, and I be that Johnny boy. I show you how that Johnny's that time beast for the 47. I'm showing you how the 47 goes through the mirror for the 74. Yes, that 74 Christ power energy, that 74 Jesus, and it is you, friend, it is you. There's so much symbolism in that movie called The Shining, friend. What do you think The Shining is about? The Shining is about your shining. I'm going to do a decode here today. I wanted to make this video so I could do the decode in person. Yes, I want to do the decode in person because I want to talk about how they hide things in the movies. They hide things in the movies so you can go and watch and see the symbolism. Okay? Johnny, when you put him into the math, he is the 47 that equals beast. Okay, John is the beast. Likewise, you have your hotel, and I've told you so much about the hotel, how the hotel tells you about everything. Hotel, motel, she tells you she tells you more. Hotel tells you all about the head operator, friend, and the bloody show. You are the bloody show because you are in the blood right now. You're in the blood because you're living. Yes, the life is in the blood. And when little Danny, who's little Dan, little DNA, when he goes into the room 237, he finds the lady, which we don't see Danny find the lady. Danny's just traumatized, but he finds the living dead girl. Yes, he finds this. And then his father, Jack, comes into play. He goes to the room, and he sees the lady in the water, and he sees how beautiful he sees how beautiful she is, and he wants to touch her. And then when he looks into the mirror, he sees that she's a old living dead woman. Yes, the lady in the water, friend. She came out of the water in the rest room. And you need to know the grandmother, she does rest just like the father, Saturn. She's Venus in a way. And the grandmother, she teaches us all about the horror. She tells us, so this is why they've placed her in this scary movie. But you need to understand, look past the scary and just see the story for what it is, because in a way it is a divine story that they have just twisted. They still gave you the story, though. They want you to piece it together. I'm going to help you piece it together even further today using Gematria. When they enter into the room 237, what do you think these occultists want you to know about 237? They don't want you to know anything, friend. They just want you to see those numbers and wonder, does that mean something or doesn't it mean something? And I'm going to show you what it means in Gematria, and you tell me if they wanted little Danny to go into the room or not. Tony kind of didn't tell him not to go, Tony the tiger, but in a way he kind of did, because he was going to wake up to the truth. Yes, the truth of the reality. Little Danny, he already knew what was going to happen. He foresaw it because he was a shiner. Okay, he was a shiner. He could see, and he was very powerful in his psychic abilities. So I want to show you about 237. Let's go to room 237 in Gematria, and let me show you what it is. Okay, so here I am working on my word G-Bib stuff for my next video. But in this one, room 237, this room 237, and all of these, when you put all these numbers, these letters into your Gematria calculator, you're going to see that they all equal the value of 237. So a conspiracy theorist equals 237. If you type this in, do your math. 3, 15, 14, 19, 16, 9, 18, 1, 3, 25. Then you do the same thing with this. The math on this is going to equal 237. So this is what room 237 is all about. Gematria is the back rooms, friend. It shows you the numbers and how they speak. And you need to know there's lots of people in higher positions that know all about my system. Okay, they work very hard to hide this, but at the same time, they still give you the information. okay, in plain sight so that you may see and not see at the same time. Okay, I am a code breaker. So anyways, let's get into this. 237, it equals conspiracy theorists. And notice in the word conspiracy, I put the word piracy right there. So you could see it. You could see it right off the bat. Okay. And then when you put in daughter of the Most High, yes, we find her in room 237, friend. Just like the Christ Terminator code is 237. I am the Terminator and I am the Christ. So I would know all about this code, friend, for 237 in this sacred room here. In this sacred room of 237, we also find our DNA activation code of light. Oh yeah, that DNA activation code of light is room 237, friend. Just like quantum entanglement is 237. Just like Elohim consciousness is 237, friend. We find that right here. And you must know you're the L, because you are the 7, you're the sacred circle, and you are the high on the die in the mirror, right there. M is for mirror, M is for moon, M is also for mother, friend. Okay, and there's your high life right there, tucked into the Elohim. You are the Elohim consciousness, okay, because you're the zodiacal steward. Okay, now shoot down the balloon is also 237. Okay, and I'm going to show you how this is very time relevant right now about the balloon, because this year when they rolled over into 2026 in Newport, they had an issue with the balloon, you guys, and the ball drop. Okay, so 237 is also one coin to rule them all. 237 is also Easter is our timeline. Okay, and Easter is our timeline, friend, because we are the Earth Alpha Steer. See? And this is also concerning Ishtar. Ishtar is our timeline. So another great mother connect to room 237. Power aid, First Light TV. So you find your power and your aid right here for your first light on your grand TV. Okay, you're the TV. Keep that in mind. I've shared this in other videos. But 237 is also God of creation, living life. Okay, and then 237 is also, how deep is your love? How deep is your love? How deep is your love? Okay. 237 is also go broke for Monopoly. And there's lots of other words that equal 237, but I've highlighted these so you could see how room 237 in that movie, The Shining for the Shiners, how it links to this grandmother. Okay. Yeah, so my page here is also dedicated to showing you the back rooms utilizing Gematria, but also showing you how it links to the astrology, how you know, the numbers in the movies. Because we're moving the electric, we watch the movies to show how the stars are utilizing the electric that they were given. Yes, they were given a main script and they follow the script just right. Keep in mind the script is all about teaching, and we are all here on an effort to teach one another in one way or another, friend. Yes, and it's all up to you and how you view things. Do you view them in a good light or in a bad light? Are you an observer who's there just observing? I observe mostly because I see where the programming began, so I thus see how they rephrase the program in a way on the television and the movies. There is a lot more I have to say about that movie, because the movie, in a way, it's showing you a time loop system. A time loop, it's showing you, you know, how the building or the construct is on ice in a way, and it's still trying to be on ice because of the memory issue. So yes, when you enter into room 237, you will find your memory retrieved. For the DNA activation code of light, I encourage you to go into the room 237 and examine more in the back rooms. Yes, find that woman coming out of the water, coming out of the grand wash, yes, to greet you and meet you. Find her, Jack. Click, find her. And once again, Jack must protect little Danny.